Hello, folks. Hello, folks. Hello, folks, and y'all. We have uh, Best Man here with us today. Mr. Kevin is at the show where he set up Wednesday and Thursday. I believe the show is going on today. It was started yesterday, like the early birds and stuff like that, and the dealer day and stuff like that. And the show is going on as we speak. I do believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that that's what's going on. But how you feeling this morning, Bass Man?
Good.
Good,
Tired.
good. You been up all night?
Been up all night.
All night working on stuff. Amazing stuff. You'll see it soon. Like Monday, you'll see the new thumbnail that he come up with. Let's just say, not going to give you too much of a hint, but you know. Yeah, that it's an amazing looking thumbnail I made. You'll see it Monday probably. But other than that, let's go ahead and say hello to the fine folks this morning. Right off the bat, the paterfamilias, the original member of the channel, Red Silver. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. Saying good morning, all. Another member of the channel. Right next is Dr. 55 Chevy. Good morning to all. I like it. All. Everybody's getting in there. The lurkers, everybody. The ones up front, the front row, the ones in the back row, back there. Everybody. Another member of the channel, C. Griller Stacker. TGIF2, the Talking with Tiny community. Not feeling well this morning. Oh, that's not good. So going to just hang with the lurkers today. See, Griller Stacker, step to the front of the class just for one moment, please, sir. I need to apologize to you personally because you sent me this amazing Golden State Warriors cap, okay? I wore it preseason. The Dubs did amazing. Starting the season, I wore the cap. They were doing amazing. I started wearing my other blue fitted cap. Now they're 6-7. They're not doing the best. So I want to apologize to you for ruining the beginning of our season because I was not wearing the hat that you so generously gave to me. But as you can see, the hat is back on. This is going to be my go-to hat once again. So the season may just turn around. I know that's not how it works, but in my mind, it might. So thank you for the hat, Griller Stacker, and I want to apologize for ruining the beginning of our season by not wearing my cap. Baby Huey 123. Good morning, sir. Morning, all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday indeed. It's good to see you, sir. Always good to see you. Yeah, fam. I'm just going to quit. I'm not going to talk to Ozzy all day. He just, nope. Just laying over there, snuggled up to mama. See, even your fans yelling for you, Ozzy. It says so right there on the screen. It says, Ozzy!
Him snuggle with him moms.
Him snuggle with him moms. Yep. Hey, look who we got here. Bass Man, Bass Man. Good morning, Bass Man. Scottis, morning, everyone. I'm just going to stop saying the word, or words, compound word. I'm going to stop saying the EVERYONE. We'll stop. Just go. Yeah. Good morning, Scott S. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, up next, saying morning, Tiny Numismatics, and that Bass Man we have Brown Sugar 0069. Good morning, ma'am. Hope you are doing well this morning. Most of the time, I'm the lurker, says Red Silver. Well, thank you for being a lurker, sir. We love the lurkers around here just as much as we do the people that stand up in the front row and yell out, "Here I am." Speaking of someone that yells out all the time, Brother Compton saying, "My brother Tiny, good to see you, buddy. Member of the channel. Always good to see you, Compton." Silver Gator. Hi, how y'all are? I'm so glad for me to see you. I Garon damn T. He is an amazing gentleman. Silver Gator, if you haven't seen any of Silver Gator's videos, Silver Gator actually made a pentagon-shaped plaque for the Armed Forces medals. He's got some videos of that on his channel. Go over and check them out. Those are really cool. Very cool. Oh, I forgot to going back to C Griller Stacker for a second. C Griller Stacker had a cool video this morning showing sets from days of old of coins, and amazing looking sets in there. I was really intrigued by looking at the nickel set that he had. See, go ahead.
I was watching that this morning, and that thing kept going between scenes.
Yeah.
When it cut to a different view, and it'd make that.
Yep. See, we watch videos. I watch everybody's video. Everybody that has a channel that I know that has a channel that comes in. I watch your videos. I give you. I've said it 1,000 times. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't leave comments, but I leave.
Yeah, I watched his video this morning. I was the first one to put a thumbs up on it.
Nice. See, look at Bassman being the leader. We have Mr. Wiles Palladino. Morning, Bassman. I hope the carpal tunnel is improving and hoping that your daughter is doing well.
The daughter is doing well.
Nice. I hope she's healing up good.
She is much better. She is really her purple and black and yellow and blue is all turning green and yellow, but
green doesn't sound like a good color, but
yeah, they turn green before they go away, I guess, because her bruising is really weird colors now.
Yep.
And she's got some, I think they're hematomas under the skin where you can feel them from where the belt dug in and made little blood pockets under the skin and everything.
Yep. Those are pretty dangerous. Laura had one whenever she had her C-section with Zoey. It was monstrous. Whenever they drained it, it looked like a murder scene.
Yeah. Now hers aren't that big, but
not to get gross or anything. Sorry, everybody.
They're not. Hers are about the size of your tip of your little finger or something. You know.
Oh, okay.
Little bitty things, but still.
Yeah.
They hurt.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. But good morning, Mr. Wiles Palladino. Good to see you, buddy. Hello, Miss Amy Harrell, the lovely Miss Amy Harrell, saying good morning, Bassman, member of the channel. Thank you, Miss Amy, and a moderator for the channel, as is 55 Chevy, and of course, my right-hand man and cohort and partner in crime, Mr. Bassman. Silver Gator says your daughter's a toner.
Yeah. Jeez.
That's the kind of toning you don't want, though. That's the bad kind of toning. That's artificial toning. That's details. That's details. Toning there.
Yeah, my wife took her by where she ran off the road the other day, and she looked at that side of the road and the ditch and everything else, and she said, "Well, no wonder I ran off the road."
What's like the edge of the road all dropped down?
Yeah, just a big drop off, and we were on another street, taking a detour, going to the doctor's appointment the other day for my hand, and the street was about 3/4 as wide as it should have been. You know, two cars could just barely pass each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they put the detour through there. And the ditch was about 3 feet deep, you know, just right off the side of the road. So,
oh, wow.
And my wife was having to drive my big old truck. And she was skirting down through there with a car coming at her. She was afraid she was fixing to end up in the ditch too.
Huh. I don't know if I mentioned or not. I believe I did. Compton is also a member of the channel. He was wanting to be the first member. He's like, I'm going to be the first member. We'll be the first member. And I was like, red silver done beat you to it.
I could have been the first member, but I failed to sign up.
I love you too.
Yeah.
Miss Amy Harrell was running errands this morning. Don't run too hard. Trip over your laces or something.
Well, I ain't been running nothing this morning.
I was just thinking that, Compton. Where is Keno Mine this morning? Mr. Eddie Worley, good before noon. And there's another word there, but I failed to have that in my vocabulary. Yes, my microscope buddy. In case you folks missed it, Wednesday night in our normal auction slot time, since we didn't have the auction, Bassman searched part of his Bessie Coleman American Women's Quarters for the Spitting Bessie and all the beautiful airs and varieties and stuff that could be on the Bessie Colemans that was so generously donated by Mr. Wiles Palladino. It was supposed to be dueling microscopes, but my microscope said not today. And I've tried to fire it up since then. It comes on, but there's no picture. It's just the lights. The lights are on, but nobody's home. You know, it's kind of like this guy. But yeah, the microscope gave it up. The microscope said nope, not going to work no more.
Yeah, wouldn't focus, wouldn't.
Yeah, it was just hazy looking. You could get it to focus somewhat, but it was just like there was light coming from everywhere. Even though it's just got the 8 little LEDs that shine straight down. Bassman's like, turn the lights off you got around it. And I'm like, there are no lights around it.
Yeah, I thought it was getting light from the room into it or something, because I mean it was glaring and blurry and hard to see.
I mean, those LEDs, if anybody has a USB microscope, they know, or a microscope period with lights on it, you know you'll get those little rings of light on there. No, this wasn't like the little dots of light. This was like floodlight.
Yeah, like a floodlight on it. All the high spots were just blurred out. I mean, completely washed out. They were so bright.
And the picture was yellow looking
and looked like haze.
Yep.
You looked like you were looking through a haze at it. And I think the lens had come loose or something, and it was getting light around it, because it finally gave up on even focusing.
Yeah.
When you got it trying to fix it, it just quit focusing at all.
Yeah. Fix it. I think I fixed it permanently. Is what I did.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was only like a $5 or $6 microscope from Amazon, I believe, where my brother got it, or Temu or something like
mine,
that.
There's no real way to take it apart either. I don't see a screw.
This one, like a microscope, we usually have. You can see the lens up in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the lens, and you can clean the lens with, some kind of lens solvent or something like that. This one has a cone up in it with a little tiny small hole that you can't even get. If you take all the cotton off of a Q-tip, You can't even get the stick in it. And that's the lens.
And it's got
And
a
I'm
black
like-
dot in the middle of the screen.
And it's got a black dot in the middle screen. And that just happened to come about.
I don't know if that
Whenever-
means it's got a pixel out or what, but
I don't know.
it shows up as a little square.
Yeah. It was horrible. Raid Master, good morning. Thumbs up. Hi, y'all. I like it. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, there's 14 beautiful people in here. Please hit the thumbs up button. Helps out the channel more than you could ever imagine.
Oh,
Ooh.
I want to tell Yoke Man I got my coin this morning or yesterday. I
Yes.
looked at it this morning. Where is my coin? Oh, there he is. I got my 2021S. Sacagawea.
Sacagawea, the
With
Native
what
American
did you
dollar.
call it? The Indian Nation, or
It's got the feather and the stars on it. It's
Yep.
the Native American dollar for
Native
2021.
it doesn't have the eagle on the back. It has
Ooh,
it has
Mr.
feathers
Worley.
and stars.
Mr. Worley, I scored my biggest silver find that I'll probably ever find yesterday. And then he leaves us hanging.
Yeah, didn't tell us what it was.
Didn't tell us what it was. Mr. Wiles Palladino drove into Carson City yesterday for my wife's car service appointment. Drove by the old Mint building, saw a bald eagle and large band of wild horses along the Washoe Lake. Oh, that's amazing. Yoke fan says he's jealous of Mr. Palladino. Still on my bucket list. Brown Sugar's like, what is it, Mr. Worley? Chad Wolfenschlagersteiner Bergerdorf. Good morning. Saying hello to Mr. Scott and Brown Sugar and Bass and Tiny. Here we go. It was a solid silver tray with a lion stamp and some other stamps, of course, but it weighs a little over 1 3/4 pounds.
Wow.
Holy smokes. For $250. That, sir, was a deal. Almost 2 pounds of silver for $250. Whoa, I'm almost cussed right there. Almost did. But I didn't, as you heard. Mr. Palladino, anyone here ever making a trip to CC Mint? Let me know. I'll be happy to tour guide. Nice. Compton is telling Wiles to keep rubbing it in.
Yeah.
Yep. Compton told me about that. Told me about this the other day. He said, "Oh, I got Zoe a 2009 S Sacagawea proof dollar." Yes, 2009 is Zoe's year. She loves 2009, not because it's it's her, like 76 is for me. So 2009 is for her. Here we go. Here's a good report. My reverse proof coins, Morgan and Peace, are spectacular, says Silver Gator. Are you thinking of sending them off for grading? Mr. Silver Wolverine in the house. In case you folks do not know, which I know everyone here does know, Silver Wolverine, right down there in the chat, said hi all. Numismatic news and information, that's the channel right there. My opinion, none better. Mint news, Morgan and Peace updates, reverse proof updates, American Silver Eagle updates and information. Had a video out yesterday about a big change in the American Silver Eagles. Go over and check that out. Mr. Eddie Worley says, speaking of the reverse proof, so if you take the 2023 proof Morgan and the 2023 reverse proof Morgan, shouldn't they be complete opposites? Yes. On the proof, the obverse, she is frosty. On the reverse proof, she is shiny.
Yeah.
The fields on the proof are mirror-like, and on the reverse proof, they are matte finish or burnished, or however you want to think about it. Silver Wolverine saying hello to you, Bass Man. And Bass Man put up Silver Wolverine's channel. Thank you, Bass Man. Don't think so. Grading is getting tougher these days. Absolutely. I believe they are being tougher on the reverse proofs as well, from what I have heard. They aren't opposites, though. Only the piece is truly opposite. I thought they were both the reverse proof.
Yeah, reverse proof should be opposite of proof, because one is the fields and the other is the person.
Yep. Chad Wolferschlegenstein, Hassenberger Dorfer says, yeah, I agree, Gator. I'm not grading mine either. I don't have any to grade. But I wouldn't, I don't think I would be grading anyway. I'm not a grading type guy, but when I do, I'm going to follow Mr. Wiles Palladino's lead and go to Annex. Annex seems to listen to what the submitter has to say and does their research. Like I know Mr. Palladino wasn't the one that found the Spitting Bessie, but he's the reason that it says Spitting Bessie on the Annex slab, because he quoted it, and Annex more or less agreed with him and put it on there. Yes, the Morgan, they say a lot of people have said that it's the Morgan's kind of enhanced. KG Coin saying hello all. Hope you and Smiles are doing good this morning. That's a good way to put it, Silver Wolverine. I think so, in an unofficial kind of way. Yep. The Liberty is. Yep, absolutely. The Mint, speaking of Bessie Coleman in the American Women's Quarters a little bit ago, the Mint sent out a email this morning. It says, American Women's Quarters, collect and share the stories of barrier breakers. And it's talking about the American Women's Quarters, and it's talking about Maria Tallchief on the little ad there. It's got Maria Tallchief in her attire. It's got the ornament, couple pictures of Maria Tallchief dancing, and one shaking somebody's hand. It's got a picture of the proof set, the American Women's Quarters proof set, and it says, Barrier Breaker, stories of women who made historic change. Maria Tallchief raised the bar as America's first major prima ballerina, honoring her Native American heritage, and did so with unwavering poise and grace. Now you can hold history in your hand with Tallchief 2023 American Women Quarters ornament. So they put out an email last week and a couple weeks before that about the ornaments. They're really pushing these ornaments this year. Last year they put out a couple emails, one here and then one a little bit later, and And now they're really pushing them this year for some reason.
Yeah, they didn't push hard last year.
Mm-mm.
Of course, I wasn't impressed with the ornaments either.
Yeah.
Maybe the ornaments are better this year. I haven't seen them yet.
They're really nice. The Marina Tall Chief is nice. The Bessie Coleman's really nice. The Eleanor Roosevelt looks very official like. I was going to bring up a picture of them, but Yo Fan says it is frustrating paying all the money to get a 69 when they are heavily priced anyway. Yes, I agree. I looked up earlier TPG populations yesterday, both reverse proof grading fairly well, but Morgan looking to have a lower rate of 70s than the Peace reverse proofs. The worst rate of 70s is the Peace proof. Wow. Yeah, stunning. Wolvie showed that Liberty well in one of his vids. Definitely pops. Oh, yeah, for sure. Azure Blue, good morning, sir. Good afternoon, my magnificent stacking brothers and sisters. Today is an incredible day to celebrate life and forgive someone that has hurt you. You will never regret making peace with yourself. I forgave myself a long time ago. I had to. Bassman, you are the very best. Absolutely. Bassman is the man. It says so right in his name, man.
I got a fortune cookie. You break them open, you get the little paper.
Yeah.
And all it said was, "You will be the best." I'm not sure what I was going to be the best of or at.
Fortune cookie receiver? You're the best fortune cookie receiver.
You will be the best. And so I hung it on my bulletin board at work.
Nice. Mr. Palladino says, I received a letter from the Mint that included a replacement COA for the Liberty Silver Medal. Wow. They wrote that the original COA said coin, not medal, and that was fixed in the replacement COA. That is cool. Mr. Wolfish Legesteiner Heisenberger Dorfhoff says, wow, fortune cookie was right. Yes. The best logo designer, Bassman. That's right. Bassman is the man. He's done Mr. Palladino's logo, Compton's logo, my logo, Mr. Kevin's logo, his own logo. He's done all kinds of logos.
Numismatic.
Canada with Bruce?
Yeah, Numis. There you go. And now I've done shirt front and back for the
local government.
Local courts.
Yeah, the court system there in Faulkner County.
They took a look at them, and the only thing they asked was, could I put it on black? And so I took the design I had for the front, and I outlined part of it in white so that it would show up better. And I turned since the back was only in black, I turned it white. And so if they want it on white, they can get a black one, and if they want it on black, they can put the white one. And now I also added it because they took it to the staff and showed it to them to get their approval about it. And I told my wife to tell them I could put the word staff on there, and now all the staff wants it. So I had to make the word staff where it would fit on a black or light colored shirt.
Mr. Palladino says, so now I have, he said, so I have an error COA. There you go. Hey, Scott S. says, FYI, I need a new logo stamp made. Long story, but I sent the file to the manufacturer. The girl emailed me back and asked who made the logo. I told her 2 friends made it. I asked why she was asking. She said she really liked it and said it's such a nice, clean, attractive logo, yet it's such a simple design. So kudos to you and Bassman. Thank you, sir.
Good. Thank you.
That's very cool. Yeah, we had a lot of fun working with Scott S. and Mr. Palladino doing their logos and stuff. Me and Bassman, not the toot our own horns or anything, but me and Bassman are a really good team when it comes to doing the. I mean, it's Bassman. Bassman the one that takes the reins, but I assist fairly well, I do believe.
He gives his opinion.
Yep, I'm the opinion guy. I'm the what if you did this kind of thing? What if you did that kind of... I'm there to solidify his ideas. He'll be like, well, I was thinking this. And then I'm like, yeah, but how about that too? Oh, yeah, okay. Or what about this? And it works. It works. If there's a lot of back and forth, but it always comes out in the end. So it's always a good... like all these thumbnails and stuff, me and Bassman work on all those. Yes, Compton. Bassman did do an awesome job on yours. Yep, that's a CC Morgan dollar reverse. Stands for Compton Coins. CC. Got a big CC and it says Compton across the bottom. Compton Coins across the bottom of this logo. Matter of fact, let me. There you go. Well, you can't see because of the YouTube logo, but it says Compton Coins across the bottom of it, folks. Looks like it's just on the thing there, and you can see that CC is darker, so it shows up a lot better. It was really fun making that one, too.
Yeah.
Azure Blue, nothing's really changed with Zoe. It's just maintenance now. And we are going home. Well, we're actually moving closer to Cincinnati here in a couple weeks. So, yeah, for a short time. For a short time, we're going to move closer to Cincinnati indefinitely in a while. But we're actually moving to where Compton's from, in Kentucky. We're going to be living down around where Compton's at for a while. And then we're not with Compton, because Compton would drive me crazy. I'm telling you right now. Just messing Compton. But what'd you say?
We're looking for a more permanent.
Yeah, we're going to be looking for a more permanent place closer to Cincinnati, because all of the maintenance, medical attention that Zoe needs. She's been doing aquatic therapy and physical therapy and dry needling, which is a lot like acupuncture.
And that's a long drive back and forth.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 5.5 hours from West Virginia to here. And we'll only be 2 hours away, which is still, a good trip, 4-hour trip a day to go to an appointment. But Laura and Zoe will still be able to stay at the Ronald McDonald house whenever they have, like in December, they have to come up for, 3 weeks? In December, they have to come up for 3 weeks. So they'll be staying here at the Ronald McDonald house if there's a room available. If not,
at least you don't have to drive for 5 hours.
Right.
Try to do an hour appointment and drive 5 hours home.
Right, that's true. 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would definitely be rough. Wow, Kentucky is a beautiful state. I own several large tracks, like I'm Morgan and McGoffin counties. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Azure Blue owns properties across the United States. He owns tracts of land, lumber, and stuff like that. And big standing tree properties and stuff. And residential, I do believe. Or
Commercial.
I think, yeah, commercial and stuff like that. I do believe he has several like that. Not to put your business out there, Azure Blue. I'm sorry. But yeah, Compton, I'm already tired of seeing you. I ain't seen you since Cincinnati, since the since the coin show. In case you folks didn't know, at the coin show that Mr. Kevin Bassman and myself went to, Compton also came up for the coin show, so we got to meet Compton in person, and him and Zoe hit it off fairly well. And we're not going to get tired of seeing you, Compton. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have some good times down there. Scott S. He is in Greenup, 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 Kentucky. And I can't really remember if it's right in Greenup or right outside of Greenup where we're going to be. But yeah, we're going to be there for a while. Then hopefully we find something if we like it there. Hopefully we can find something more permanent. Right now there's a friend of ours that we actually met here at the Ronald McDonald house that has some property there. And we'll be staying there for a couple months till we can get yes, east side of Kentucky. Scott S. He said, "Well, I do." He said, "Well, I do have to work." Yeah, but I have a feeling that you'll probably stopping by on the way home. Look what I found today in my change. Mr. Bandit Jones, good morning, sir.
Well, he'll say he was working on mail.
Yeah, that's true. He told me the other day, he goes, "I'm already saving stuff up for you that I was going to send you, but I don't have to send it to you now." He said, "I can just hand deliver it."
Yeah.
He's found like several drummer boys in the last month. But I know he has no part of, so I'm guaranteed to get some more drummer boys from Mr. Compton. Good to see you, Bandit Jones. Tiny, you definitely need to visit the Red River Gorge or in Kentucky. It's breathtaking. I've been there before. I used to live in Williamson, West Virginia. Well, Delbarton, West Virginia. It's right on the border. It's 10 minutes from the border of South Williamson, Kentucky. And I used to work in Hazard, Kentucky in the coal mines and Pineville and stuff like that and all through there. And I've been all over Kentucky looking at stuff. So, yeah, I've seen the Red River Gorge. It's absolutely breathtaking for sure, just like you said. Compton. I already have a Christmas present for Zoe. Thank you, sir. Miss Amy Harrell still running errands, just sitting for a few minutes. Take your time, Miss Amy.
Yeah, you got to stop and sit once in a while. It's to rest up.
Yep. It's not a sprint. You don't have to do it all at one time. Take your time. There is a 1975 Dan Carr quarter up on eBay. I'm watching it, and I may bid on it. That, sir, is one of my bucket list coins. In case you folks don't know who Dan Carr is, Dan Carr makes coins that were never made. Like he made a 2022 Morgan dollar. They didn't make 2022 Morgan dollars. But it is overstruck on original Morgan dollar that he actually has a decommissioned press from the Denver Mint. So this man is actually minting coins that were never made. So it's not it's not counterfeit money, because counterfeit money is making a coin that exists. He makes coins that didn't exist, like a 1975 Washington quarter. There was no 1975 Washington quarter. In 75, they made the 76s.
When you say overstruck, do you mean he used a regular quarter to?
Yes, sir.
He took a rip instead of a planchet. He took a quarter.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay.
He took a quarter and just like it sounds, he overstruck it with a designed 1975 date.
Yeah.
And made it. And you can look them up on you can Google 1975 Dan Carr quarter, DANCARR.
Yeah.
He makes from the Moonlight Mint, makes some absolutely amazing coins. Like Mr. Palladino sent a 2022 Morgan dollar to myself. He sent you one too, didn't he, Bass Man?
Yes. I don't remember which one it was, but I have one.
It's absolutely amazing. And it's a CC. It's a Carson City 2022 Morgan silver dollar. It's absolutely amazing looking. Today is my birthday. I guess aging is mandatory, but maturing is optional. Keep on having fun like a kid. Miss Laura over here sitting to my left, when she introduces her children, she goes, and my biggest kid, this is my husband. So she introduces me as her biggest kid. I'm a 46-year-old, 10-year-old. I didn't have much of a childhood, so when I got old enough to do what I wanted to do, I'm living out my childhood for the rest of my life. Is it silver? Yes, Compton, it is silver. It's an original CC Morgan silver dollar that is overstruck with a 2022 date. I got a video on it showing it. It's amazing. If you were a friend, you'd watch my videos, Compton, but you don't, so. Yes. Saying happy birthday. Everybody saying happy birthday to Silver Gator. Happy birthday, Silver Gator. I'm not going to ask you how young you are today.
How many rings he has?
Yeah, how many rings do you have? But I've watched most of them. See? Most. How dare you? No, I know you're a busy guy. I know people are busy and they don't get to do the YouTube thing as much as you would like or something like that. But I'm like, there's 16 fine folks in here. I'm surprised that anybody shows up. When I do a live stream, you know, I think, why would they come just to listen to me talk, you know? But then again, I'm thinking, well, there must be something that they like, and it's the chat. Bassman, Mr. Kevin, and myself, when we decided to do this, which I done talking with Tiny a couple years ago, and then I quit to focus on another morning show. Well, when that was said and done, I decided with Mr. Kevin and Bassman. We need somewhere, the people need somewhere to go and have a good time. That's why Talkin and Tiny came back, because we wanted to have somewhere for you folks to get together. And somebody just left, probably not liking what I'm saying, but still, there's 15 folks still in here. And that's why we're here, is for you folks, for you to get together and have a good time. And that's what makes it enjoyable for me to do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I wish I could do it every day, but just can't. I mean, it's just,
We have trouble getting 3 days in.
right, because I mean, you know, life happens, as they say. So, and I mean, you know, Zoe has a lot of appointments and stuff like that, and I got to be at some of them. And
Well, I have several appointments and things, and
Mr. Kevin has work every day.
work every day for Kevin.
So, and if you folks didn't know, Mr. Kevin works all day from like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning until whenever he's done in the evening.
He usually
sometimes.
finishes in about 6 or so because he has to get to his coin meeting. But
Right. But he actually spends his lunch hour with us. He rearranged his day to have his lunch hour Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with us. So whenever we're done with the show, he jumps and grabs him something to eat real quick and then goes back to work. So, I mean, it's amazing. He does work from home, but his job is very important, what he does. So, I know you're probably not watching Mr. Kevin, but if you watch this on a replay, I want to thank you for each and every time you're in here. Bassman, I thank you every time we're done. I mean, you know, and I thank Mr. Kevin. You know, Mr. Kevin says he appreciates us allowing him to be up here. It's not allowing him. We got together whenever we decided to do this for the folks, and it's not allowing anybody to do anything. It's us three. You know, the people in the chat have said the Three Musketeers. Absolutely, I love those guys. I mean, so yeah. Without me getting all weepy faced, Compton, Dan Carr did make a 1933 quarter. That's awesome. Is it silver? Yes, it is silver. If the coin he makes was supposed to be silver, it's made out of a silver coin.
yeah,
What in the world is that? That's a cool sound. Never heard that before. Only reason I miss the show is when I don't have phone service. Yep. Compton has a very important job too. He keeps people in cooking gas and heat gas for their furnaces and stuff like that. Compton's got an important job.
and I can appreciate that. I went 2 years without it.
Yeah. Bassman was he was electric heat only for 2 years.
No central heat and air, no gas to heat hot water.
That's rough.
Yeah, that cold water in the winter, you know, them showers, they usually real short.
No shoot. Sorry. Yep. Thanks, guys. I started counting backwards at 50, so now I'm 29. Whoa, there's no way you're that young. Not 29, 29, 50, There's no way you're that old. I've heard you talk.
Got to 50 and started backwards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's like Lala. She says she's 29. Well, no, she is 29. Forgive me. she's 29. I tell her she's $29.95. What do I know? Miss Amy Harrell says, brown sugar, I have bought some too. I find a few drummer boys, but not as many as I used to. Drummer boy quarters, which is 1976 quarter, if you don't know, because it's got the drummer boy on it. Most amazing quarter ever made, in my opinion. But, I'm biased.
I can tell you why you don't find as many.
Because I keep them all.
That comes by him.
I keep them all. I don't care what condition they're in. I tell you what, this is a coaster, okay, from Sticker Mule. If it was in this condition, I would keep it. If it was in this condition, I would keep it. Hey, there's a good picture of my logo up in the corner end right there.
Yeah.
I was handing them out to the staff here. A couple guys that I've known for years was asking about them if I had stickers for the YouTube channel, and I was taking them to them, and that's one that was going down to Jonathan today. But if it's slick and you can just barely tell that it's a drummer boy, like you couldn't see the date, you couldn't see nothing, the only thing you could see was his two hands, I'd keep it, because that's just one of the coins that I keep every one of. It's a 1 year dated coin. It was produced 2 years, 75 and 76. It was in the 75 uncirculated sets and proof sets, and it was in the 76 proof sets and uncirculated sets. But all in all, it was a 1 year release because it only had it had 1776 to 1976 on it, dual dated coin. The silver ones are the only 40% silver Washington quarter ever made. Was the 1976. In the uncirculated silver and the proof silvers are 40%. They were not 90%, and it's the only ones ever made. I keep them all. And the Washington crossing the Delaware, 1 year release, I keep every one of those that I can find. I mean, it's something about the 1 year, the 76, 1 year, 2 year release. There's something about those that I think are cool. And I believe that they're going to be worth more down the road. They're going to be worth more than what they are. Like a drummer boy is worth more than a quarter. In good condition, it's worth more than 25 cents. A 1984 or 85 Washington quarter, a quarter. But a 76, 75 cents, $1.50. Some places want $2 for them. Pull those suckers out of circulation if they're in good condition. I'm telling you. Because, they're worth more. Speaking of Mr. Dan Carr, so he makes coins as close as they could have been. Absolutely. He makes coins that never existed but should have. Brown sugar never gets any good change anymore.
I don't either. I got some the other day. That's the first time I've gotten change in forever.
Compton. I sell propane and propane accessories. That was a bad example. I sell propane and propane accessories. Yo, fan at Jones Lab. Does anyone put aside Washington crossing the Delaware quarters that they receive in change?
Yeah.
This guy. I do.
I don't get any. I think I have two of those things. Two of those quarters that I got from people and things like that. I don't ever see them.
I've heard people describe it as Washington's fishing because of his
Yeah, because
sword that he's got point. Yeah, it looks like a fishing pole. Some people don't like the design. I think it's awesome. I mean, it's a 1-year issue. I mean, come on.
yeah,
It's special.
that's
It's
the thing
special.
about it. It's not one that's going to come out every year like the Eagle. You know,
Yep.
got a different back.
Yep. Mr. Palladino's talking about that 75 quarter on eBay. It is overstruck on a 32 to 64, 90% silver quarter. Wow. That's cool.
How? I guess he can get away with overstamping them without any problems of destroying money or something.
If you can, okay. The law is kind of funny when it comes to like destroying money and stuff like that. You're not supposed to destroy money by law. You're not supposed to destroy it unless it's for educational purposes. There's little loopholes in there, and one of them is if it's for educational purposes. Like you can melt down pennies if you're teaching about something like that. You can't do it for profit. But he's not destroying money, he's altering it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's done his due diligence. There's somewhere that I read, because I had the same question. You know, I was like, well, he's changing the money. He's altering it. He's not counterfeiting money. He's making money that wasn't made but could have been made.
Right.
So,
but he's using real money to make it. And so that's what bothers me. You know, it's not like he's using the slugs out of a fuse box, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's using real money to turn them into coins. Into other coins.
And there's somewhere on the internet that I read, it was on a chat room somewhere, or there was questions about that. And somebody, I don't think it was him, but somebody actually put on there something that it was a quote from him where he had checked laws and actually contacted the Secret Service and all this and made sure that what he was doing was legal and he wouldn't get in trouble for it. Because, I mean, think about it. He's made hundreds of coins, you know, thousands of coins, not, you know, individual coins, but, you know, like the 75. He's made several of those. The 2022 Morgans, he's made several of those. He made sure that he's not going to get in trouble, because if he was going to get in trouble and it was illegal, he would have already got in trouble, because they're being sold like the 75 Washington quarter that's on eBay right now. Somebody out there has said, this guy's destroying money. This guy's counterfeiting money. They've sent that to the Secret Service. You know, there's always that one guy that's going to say, you know, hey, that's wrong. I'm going to send this in. I'm going to tell on this guy. He's been investigated. You know he has. So if it was wrong and if it was illegal,
he'd been arrested.
They would shut. Yeah, he would have been arrested by now. He's been doing it for years. So he's been investigated before, several times probably. But yeah. Wow. Dan cars designed for the New York and Rhode Island state quarters were actually accepted and used by the U.S. Mint for their production. I did not know that.
Well, look further down. There's another statement about it.
Compton, woohoo, just found 3 more drummer boys. He finds drummer boys like crazy. Hoping that the years to come, the American Women Quarter PD&S sets will become valuable just because of the S quarters that are in the sets. I agree. Well, I'm thinking that they will be, Scott, because of the Dan Carter's.
Okay, that's the New York and Rhode Island one, right?
Yep,
Okay, there's another one down here somewhere. I missed it.
right there. Colorado, California, Wisconsin, Florida, and
There we go.
Maine. Wow. I did not know that. No dirty talk from Bassman this morning, and we are at an hour.
Yeah.
I believe this was a good show today. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. I always enjoy myself whenever I'm with my best friend, and I get to see all my other really good friends.
Ozzy says it wasn't very exciting.
Ozzy says it wasn't very exciting.
Yeah, well, he only gets excited about kids in the hall.
Yes. When there's kids in the hall, there's a little boy across the hall that loves to stand out in the hall and just scream. Don't know why he's screaming for. He's not like crying. He's just like, hey, ooh, yeah. Just amazing. Yoke fan says Zoe Strong. Amy Harrell says Zoe Strong. Thank you. Azure Blue, Bandit Jones. Yoke fans telling Ozzy behave.
Ozzy, you took my cuddle bug.
I took your cuddle pug. Oh,
Oh, he's
Look over
dead.
look over here.
He's mad.
He's mad now. Look, it's all the people.
He's insulted.
He's like, whatever.
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, he's looking for Mama.
He's wanting to get back to Mama where it's warm.
Here you go, buddy. There you go. Go back to
My
Mama.
boy.
His back legs don't work the best, so you got to help him sometimes. You got to get him up on there. His old age is getting to him.
Yeah.
But alrighty, folks. I believe that's going to be the end of it. Have a great weekend.
Yes.
You guys. We'll see you Monday, 11 a.m. right here on Tiny Numismatics channel. Wait a minute, Bassman. Wait a minute.
What? I see something.
See how much better the stream went with just me listening?
Oh, it didn't go easy. Any better?
I was wondering where you were the whole show, my friend.
We've been waiting.
Show.
Looking.
Waiting. 4. Kino Man.
Yeah.
Don't just sit in the background, Kino Man. Come to the forefront. You, just like everybody else, are one of the reasons that I do this show with Bassman and Mr. Kevin.
Yeah.
Love you, Kino Man.
All right. Everyone have a great weekend. And I'm wishing I was fishing. Bye.
I love each and every one of you, and I hope this finds you guys safe and healthy. And you guys do not forget to check that pocket change because you never know what you got in your pocket.